Hey, happy Sunday. I'm going to make this quick, but I hope you're all out there enjoying a fresh start to your brand new day. Somebody once told me that I may be the only Bible somebody reads, and that I should share my stories and share how God works and moves in my life. So I'm going to do exactly that. Philippians 2:13 says, "For it is God that works in us to will and to act in order to fulfill his good purpose." Now, how he moves in my life is, before I started working, before I got the green light to start working, I was dealing with a dilemma to where my car was stuck down in Florida and I didn't have a ways and means. I couldn't travel at the time. I couldn't drive all the way down there. That would have hurt too much. I couldn't withstand the cabin pressure of flying in a plane because I was missing my skull. So I was stuck with a dilemma. All my restrictions were lifted and I was able to work, but I didn't have a way to get to work necessarily, not consistently. This is how God worked in my life. Now, as soon as those restrictions got lifted, I reached out to the owner of AOK Concrete Specialist, who happens to be a good bro of mine. And he'll tell you this himself. Whenever I introduce him to anybody, I introduce him as my boss. And he's like, "Man, I ain't your boss." He's like, "I'm your brother." Which is love. Which is love. But when I reached out to him, I felt that I had to let him know. He was ready to bring me on board, but I had to let him know my dilemma. I had to let him know that I might not have a consistent way of getting to work. And you know what God did? He told me, he said, "Well, Dame, my name's Damien, but all my good friends call me Dame for short." He says, "Well, Dame, I'll just come pick you up on Sunday. You can crash at my house all week and, we'll ride back and forth to work together." What? That's love. That's love. 1 John chapter 4 verse 8 says, "Whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love." What? Like my boss, he doesn't like when I call him my boss. But that's what he is. He's my boss and my bro. And in this instance, since he's letting me stay at his house, he's kind of like my Airbnb. I'm silly. I'm stupid. But that's love. A lot of people would say that's chance, that's luck, that's coincidence. No, that's love. That's God. That's what that is. No need to overcomplicate it. Because the fact is, people only see what they want to see, not realizing that God is around all the time. Again, I'm going to repeat Philippians 2:13, where it says, "For it is God who works in you to will and to act in order to fulfill his good purpose." That doesn't stop just at you, but he's also working in the people that surround you. I mean, you got to stop and think, like, the people that are in your life, perhaps they're not there by coincidence. Perhaps they're not. Perhaps the people in your life are divinely placed in your life. Is it a coincidence that the people that surround you in your life operate on the same high frequency, the same high vibrational frequency that you do? Is that a coincidence, or is that God? That might be God. Sometimes we just got to open our eyes. Sometimes people are awake but are still asleep. God is everywhere, and he's always working. Enjoy your day, guys. Peace and God bless.